I mean, you can come on over now if you wanna, but I'd rather make it tonight, because 8 minutes after 6 o'clock in the morning, I don't know, it's just better tonight. That's the way the world works, I guess. Good morning. Friday. Not only that, Friday 13th. I am not superstitious, and I'm not even going to mention the things that have happened so far, like bad luck. And that kind of not. No, I'm really not. That's a bunch of baloney. I don't believe that. But anyway, for those of you to do, it is Friday 13th. So maybe you just want to stay in bed. Maybe it's unlucky to even be listening to me. I don't know. Good morning, Ronnie Brandon from McCoy. McCoy was wise. He took the whole weekend off and went to the beach. That's the way to handle a Friday 13th. 9 minutes after 6, WORD. It's fair out this morning, and 68. Going to be a nice day in spite of it being Friday 13th.
Downtown Spartanburg.
WORD, out in the cornfield near Spartanburg. No, you know where we are. It's 10 after 6. Ronnie Brandon, Friday morning from McCoy. Have a note from McCoy. Seems he phoned yesterday afternoon after I had gone home. And the gal who answers the phone left me this note. Says, tell Brandon I heard the program. He's down at Myrtle Beach, and they can hear us a little bit down there. I heard the program yesterday. Please tell Brandon to try to do better Friday, so that I will still have some listeners when I return Monday. Now, what kind of attitude is that? Come on, McCoy, lolling at the beach. Incidentally, for those Ted Love fans who stay up in the wee small hours and listen to Ted Love, and didn't hear Ted Love last night, Ted Love has one of those little neato bugs that get in your throat. And when Ted talked last night, he sounded like this. You hear that? You couldn't hear him. No, really, he got a little throat problem. I think he's got the swine flu bugs, what he's got there.
Carowinds.
You fellas ought to go see Sammy Joe, even if you don't like her music. Wow, she can put a Playboy bunny in a shade in about 20 seconds. She is a fox. Wow. 13 minutes after 6 Friday morning, and Ronnie Brennan, how are you this morning? Come on, let's go. Get up. I never did give nothing to the Tin Man, which, Oz and the Tin Man were not really great buddies. Tin Man didn't like that. I don't understand the song, but it's a nice song by America. 16 after 6, WORD. Friday morning, 13th, with Ronnie Brandon. Good morning from McCoy, who's lounging on the beach at Scalawag. Beach weather is partly cloudy and warm. Maybe some afternoon showers. I thought it'd be kind of funny if it rained while McCoy was at the beach. That's the kind of guy I am. No, I'm not serious. I hope it snows. I hope they get a blizzard while he's at the beach. I have a new weather forecast. Stand by. Ossie, I can't. Look at this. She goes in and Xeroxes me a copy of the weather. You can't read a word of that. Look at that.
You really can't.
You really can't read a word of it. I can read 10% is all I can read on that whole weather forecast.
But I was going to
Give me yours. Give me yours. Too bad. In the news department, you will have to do without no weather. Partly cloudy. Really. She hands me a copy of the weather. It's, too bad about that Xerox machine. You can't read a word of that. She doesn't care. That's the way she treats us guys, She's one of them female chauvinists. Partly cloudy and continued hot today and Saturday. High both days about 90. Fair warm tonight in the upper 60s. Chance of precip for you precip fans is 20% today and Saturday and 10% tonight. That's nice forecast. I'll take that. What's temperature? I forgot. 68, I think. I'll check on that. Just stand by, fans. I'm going to get it together. 17 minutes after 6, WORD.
Make your dreams about owning a...
WORD there on Friday morning with Ronnie Brandon. Gonna check your sports information for you in a couple of moments. Remember when you used to go to the movie you were a kid for a quarter every Saturday? See those neato westerns and all the cereals and like that? 19 minutes after 6.
Hey, there's a...
Stand by. Stand by. Wait, here it is. I got it. Ossie gives me all this neato information. Here it is, up under all the... Okay, sports scores in the baseball action. First of all, National League. Cincinnati did it again. Cincinnati 8, Chicago Cubs 3. San Diego 3, New York Mets 0. Atlanta won a game. Wow, Atlanta 4, Philadelphia 3. And in the American, Cleveland 5, Texas 4. New York Yankees 12, Minnesota 5. Boston 2 and California 1. Oakland 4, Minnesota 3. How'd the Phils do?
Last night in Asheville, North Carolina, the home tonight
at 6 o'clock to host these same Asheville Terrorists in a big twin bill. The final last night in 12 innings, though, Asheville 12 and Spartanburg 11. For the Phillies, Jack Morrow reporting.
Wow. Some of those Phillies live in the apartments. I'm going to have to go over and talk to those guys. Golf millionaire Tom Weiskopf leads the PGA champ by one stroke over runner-up Gil Morgan and Tom Kite heading into the second round of the Bethesda, Maryland Classic. And let's see, race car driver Nicky Lauda is expected to spend 3 or 4 more weeks at a West German hospital. 27-year-old Austrian who suffered multiple injuries in a crash during the August 1st German Grand Prix underwent a skin transplant operation yesterday on a scorched face. That's a sports checkup this morning. Friday, 13th morning with Ronnie Brandon from McCoy. 21 minutes after 6 at WORD. Marshall Tucker Band, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Long, hard ride. Title song from their new album, and also their new single. 24 minutes after 6, WORD, Friday, 13th morning with Ronnie Brandon. Speaking of hungry, when I have to work in the McCoy show here in the morning, I never get up in time to eat anything. So we have one of those little neato cracker and peanut machines here at the radio station, and that's what I enjoy for breakfast. Wow. 26 minutes after 6 on Friday morning at WORD. Sunshiny and nice, going to be up around 90 today. It's Friday 13th. McCoy has pre-recorded a couple of calls to the world, and they deal with superstition. Not like Stevie Wonder's song, but like, broken mirrors and like that. Let's see, we have, he has this all written out for me. We have an interview with the author of the book, The Secrets of Superstition, Owen Ratchliff. He talks about how superstitions came about and goes into the origin of Friday 13th. We also have an interview a little later with Les Lear. He is with the Anti-Superstition Society up in Chicago, and every Friday 13th they get together and break mirrors and walk onto ladders and open umbrellas indoors and have all kind of neato fun like that. So we'll have those calls as we go along this morning. If you're a Friday 13th fan, just hang on.
Always comes through. Pabst, since 1844.
With Pabst Blue Ribbon, the quality always comes through.
28 minutes after 6.
The quality always comes through.
That's a very lovely song there. Pabst is 28 minutes after 6 at WORD. Ronnie Brandon from McCoy. School's back in session just around the corner. Balding Springs is reporting back. Schedule for student book rentals, pictures, and schedule pickup today at Balding Springs. Freshman report Monday. New students registered Tuesday of each day. Wow. Summer's gone. And I missed it again this year. Well, next year for sure. It's Peter Frampton and oh, baby, I love your way. Yeah. That's what you tell her, and I hope she'll get up and make some breakfast, And I don't know. That's kind of a chauvinistic thing to say this time of day. Friday 13th. Well, it's that kind of day. Probably everything I say today will be unlucky. It's 20 minutes till 7 o'clock. At WORD, once again this morning, Ronnie Brandon from McCoy, who's lolling on the beach down at, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, and like that. 20 minutes till 7, the morning temperature is 68, going to be up to 90 this afternoon.
Beach Club for
WORD and Ronnie Brandon. Talking about, I was looking at one of those women's magazines, I had a couple of moments in there at once, so I looked through, boy, some of those fashions for the gals. I don't know, I guess the male look is in for women. They had some gals in there that hey, wow, tough-looking gals. 18 minutes till 7, WORD. Don't forget now, we have a couple of McCoy Calls the World thing. He pre-recorded them before he left. They concern superstition and Friday 13th, and we'll be getting to those who go on this morning. They're kind of interesting. I think you'll enjoy them.
Henderson for National Bank.
Here's Summertime Song 10 years ago, 1966 on WORD. At 16 minutes till 7 a.m. Superman. Remember that one? That was Donovan from Scotland. Way back in 1966, 10 years. How the time flies. On WORD, it's Friday morning, 13th, with Ronnie Brandon, Bull McCoy, 13 till 7 a.m. 13 minutes till 7. School back.
To Rock Hill.
There's only one WORD to serve you from Hendersonville to Rock Hill to anywhere, but we do it 24 hours a day, 7 days and nights a week. It's 12 minutes till 7. 12 till 7 on Friday morning. Ronnie Brandon from McCoy. Partly cloudy and hot today and tomorrow. Highs both days about 90. Fair and warm tonight, low in the upper 60s. Chance of rain is 20% today and tomorrow. 10% tonight, Friday night. If you have Friday night plans of the weekend. Fair skies out this morning, 68 degrees, up around 90. Well, it'll be about 90 this afternoon when you're driving home with WORD and Bob Morgan from 3 till 7.
Come in. Coming soon. The High Noon Sandwich Bar.
I should have mentioned the beach weather, because a lot of people, I'm sure, making plans to join McCoy down at Myrtle Beach. Partly cloudy and continued warm at the beach. There is chance of an afternoon or evening thunder shower today and Saturday at Myrtle Beach. Let's see. Whoops. 40% chance today, as a matter of fact. 30% on Saturday. Highs at the beach today. Tomorrow should be in the upper 80s. W. Smith Company. WORD. 10 minutes till 7, Friday 13th morning. Here's that new song from Tyrone Davis. Tyrone Davis, give it up or turn it loose on WORD. That's quite a little song. Ronnie Brandon from McCoy this Friday 13th morning. It is 6 minutes till 7 o'clock. 6 till 7.
Accepted at most Radio Shack locations.
Thank you very much, Al. 10:36 for you. It's 5 minutes till 7 o'clock. 5 till 7. Well, if you got a pooch, you may be interested in this. The Dog Obedience Club of Greenville, Spartanburg began fall classes on Monday in both Spartanburg and Greenville. 11-week course covers novice beginner training. If you have a novice dog, demonstrations will be given at 7 o'clock tonight in the Kmart parking lot out on North Pine here in Spartanburg. Want to find out about it? Here's phone number. 576-4364. 576-4364.
Wakefield Buick, 164 East St. John.
WORD 91. It's 4 minutes till 7 o'clock on Friday 13th morning. And flat out on the floor. One of the great romantic ballads of all time, but Dr. Hook, such a romantic song. I understand it was actually written in one of the motels out in Hollywood. About 7 o'clock in the morning, just about a minute away, and Cotton Blossom will have the news for us at WORD. Safe. Get out of that bed and shake, shake, shake your booty. Casey and the Sunshine Band from down in Miami, Florida. Good morning, WORD. Ronnie Brandon, Gaddis morning from McCoy, who's off to the beach. It's 10 minutes at 7, WORD, Friday 13th morning. If that information is of value to you, I don't know if you're superstitious, but I'll tell you this, McCoy pre-recorded a couple of calls to the world before he left. They concern superstition and Friday 13th, and we'll have them for you, so you hang on. From now until Saturday, visit Hardee's and bring home Beaky Buzzard. I visited one of the local night spots the other night and took home Beaky Buzzard. She was a delight. Chick had to wear a corrective halter top. Such is my fate in life. It's 12 minutes after 7 at WORD.
The Hillcrest Theater number 2, Hillcrest Shopping Center.
Thank you very much. 13 minutes after 7. Ronnie Brandon from McCoy, Friday 13th morning. 68 and fair this morning. We'll have a high today, about 90 in the afternoon. Fool around and fell in love. Played it for Beaky Buzzard, wherever she may be this morning. Elvin Bishop, 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. Ronnie Brandon at WORD from McCoy. Friday 13th. Got a couple of phone calls McCoy recorded before he left concerning superstition and Friday 13th. And in about 15 minutes, well, we'll check up on the news at the half hour. And right after that, we will have an interview, a phone call with Les Lear. Now, Les is with the Anti-Superstition Society in Chicago. And every Friday 13th, those people get together and break mirrors and walk under ladders and open umbrellas indoors and probably have a couple of tastes and have a good time. So that'll be in about 15 minutes.
Just in at CD.
It's 18 after 7, partly cloudy and hot. Today, tomorrow, both days up around 90. But you can be cool when you drive home with Bob Morgan in the afternoon, 3 till 7. You're on WORD. 20% chance of an afternoon shower today and tomorrow. Down at the beach, there's a 40% chance of a shower, but still not a bad beach weekend. 68 with fair skies this morning, 68 degrees. At 18 minutes after 7, we'll check sports for you in a moment.
Jolie.
Sports.
Sports report this morning presented by Talent Automatic Transmission Service. National League Baseball, Cincinnati 8, Chicago Cubs 3, San Diego 3, New York Mets 0, Atlanta 4, and Philadelphia 3. In the American, Cleveland 5, Texas 4, New York Yankees 12, and Minnesota 5, Boston 2, California 1, Oakland 4, and Milwaukee